Is porn bad for you? The age-old question that everyone really asks. I'm gonna give a honest opinion, you know what I'm saying, on it. I'm not here to sit there and be like, oh, this bad or it's this good. I'm here to give you the accurate details of exactly my experience with it. Where a lot of people don't want to share their experiences because it's kind of embarrassing. My whole life is just good content. It's funny. Like, if you look back at your life, you'll find out you have a whole bunch of stuff that you actually could really talk about. To answer the question though, is porn bad for you? Yes, it is terrible. It's one of the worst addictions you can pick up. If you keyword that I said right there, addiction. All right. Regardless, as a male, we tend to overdo it, right? So, say after a while you haven't did it. You say, well, let's break it down even further. Porn and masturbation, combining the two. All right, they run hand in hand. Okay, so if you're sitting there watching porn and you masturbate, and then next thing you know, you're like, you wake up randomly. I'm pretty sure it's called the binge effect or whatever. You'll do it again. You'll do it twice. Your body will just be craving it because you're getting a dopamine high. Now, imagine doing that 3 times a day, 5 times a week. All right. And then next thing you know, trying to function off that. That's a high dopamine spike that you're getting over and over and over. What ends up happening is you end up with the dreaded ED. Say you want to go talk to a shorty or whatever. You're sitting there, you might, you know what I'm saying? You put in the work. You done got all the way. And then next thing you know, boom. One Eye Willie is there just squiggling around. It's a gummy worm. You can't do nothing with it. Why is that? Because you sitting there, you desensitize yourself, right? So imagine having a whole bunch of tabs of like 10 different women, all with the perks that you want. Everything. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm looking at them boys. Look at that. You're looking at everything like that. That's terrible for your brain. That's why you notice the people that have a whole bunch of like porn addiction tendencies, they'll say this one line, and I always used to think about it. They're like, nah, I got higher standards than that. If you are not looking at porn and you're just going off like the mental and like just trying to talk to women, your standards drop a whole bunch. Those maybe 5, 6s start getting a little boost to them. You know what I'm saying? They might have got a jumper added to them. As opposed to if you're on porn, you're just sitting there looking for the top of the line stuff that you're never going to get because it's all fake and fabricated. Like you're looking at fake stuff and you're expecting greatness. I went through it. I had to go through a terrible period. It was so terrible. I didn't learn till later in college, and I ended up looking at it was a site called Your Brain on Porn. I'm like, oh, this is really terrible. I knew something was wrong with it. I'm like, man, I'm only lasting like 3 minutes, you know? I ain't saying I'm a dog now, but 3 minutes, that's not nothing to ride home to. You know what I'm saying? Your dick review just goes down on that. So I end up stopping completely. And this is what's going to happen in the early stages of quitting porn. You're going to go through the first week where it's just, you're like, I need to. Probably around the 3rd day. More than likely, it'll be the 3rd day. And then you'll be your like horniest for that week. And then next, if you make it past that, you'll just flatline. It's called a flatline. That's where your jane is basically dead. Honestly, you might lose like 2 inches on your thing, dog. I promise you. Look, I share my experiences. I'm 100 with you. You lose like 2 inches on your thing. Your jane looks wrinkly. You'll be like, oh, is it dead? You'll have no sex drive at all. It'll just disappear. And you have to deal with it for months. And it's so terrible. Oh my goodness, it is terrible. It is one of the worst things ever because you just literally just feel useless as a man. It's like, it's just there shriveled. I can't do anything with this. So you'll go through that for a couple months. The temptation to test it, you'll be like, man, nah, let me see if it still works. You'll try and do that. It always ends bad. But if, I want to say probably around the 6-month mark, I was like, okay, I finally did something. I think maybe with a female. If I remember correctly, I'm just trying, it's been a while. I finally did something with a female and then it spiked it back. It was like, phew, my libido was just gone. And I just did. I wasn't messing with it, wasn't dabbling with it. I was just lifting weights. Everything just became better for me. As far as wanting to talk to people, like me and my homie would make a joke, man. And I was the first one to start it. I would just look at him. I was like, man, you jacked it. And You could tell, and it's weird. It's so weird how it's like that, because your eyes, you won't make eye contact with people. Like you don't make eye contact at all, so you don't see the people that are looking at you and all that. You're not seeing the people that you can sit there and look like, hey, how you doing? If you're in the southern states where that's cool and all that, you're not seeing that. You're just putting your head down. You just clouded. It's just straight clouded vision. It's really, it just messes with you. You're in your own little bubble. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to do nothing. Your drive is done. You don't have that manly push to be like, hey, I need to go to the club. I need to get something. I need to talk to a woman. You just, oh, I got my computer in my hand full of lotion. I'll just wipe it off on a towel like a loser in the back corner of my room, because that's what you look like, a loser. Don't ever let nobody tell you that, oh, no, it's fine. You can use it. I mean, if you want to occasionally, you just can't fall in that addiction. But if you're addicted and then you stop, you can get addicted again easily. I just don't have addictive personality. I can binge like crazy and then completely stop anything that I do. That's just my personality. I'm just really prideful. I don't know why. It's a gift and a curse, and because it helps things and it makes things bad at the same time. But if you can't sit there and draw the line and be like, all right, I can dibble and dabble and leave, then don't do it. Because in the end, I'm telling you, once you stop that, you're like, you can randomly start crying off of jacking off too much. Like, that sounds so weird. That sounds weird, but most of my depression was then. It was just like days were just like, it just seemed like days were just long. I was just there, like my brain was clouded from just too much dopamine. I'm just ready to cry all the time. Like, it was really weird. Like a disgusting time period in college and all that, man. I wouldn't redo it, and I probably would redo it. I redo the hell out of it, but it's just something you gotta take in consideration. It's just avoid it if you can, and if you need any more details on it, contact me. I can help you out. I don't care, man. I give away free advice. Learn something. Big Brothers. That's why I change my name to Big Brothers Day. Learn something from me messing up, because that's all we are. Is nothing but just little bits and pieces of other people. So if you like what I'm telling you on this, let me know in the comment section below. If you have anything you want me to talk on, also let me know in the comment section below, or follow me on Instagram and talk to me there. We can cover it. So Zay out.